are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. If you're not already, make sure that you're following us over on Instagram and TikTok. In addition to posting some of our favorite break hits, we post a ton of player content, informational videos about upcoming hobby products, and other fun stuff that you'll be missing out on by not following us there. Our handle is @RealBreaksLive on both platforms, so give us a follow so you can stay connected with us in between breaks. And if you ever have an idea for content you'd like to see, or a question that you'd like us to ask a player, just shoot us a message and we may be able to incorporate that into a future video.
What is up, guys? We are here. My name is Kevin. We're here with Real Breaks, and we have 2025 Bowman's Best U Football half case. Pick your school. We are going live with a 6-box. I'm going to have you guys pick. Somebody pick left or right for me. I'm going to set them up left and right, and you guys can be the judge, so it's not on me. Or if you're feeling like you know where the super is, you pick left or right. Right. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's get it started. We still got basketball up. We got a couple teams left. Those are discounted. Make sure you jump on in there and update baseball with 9. One spot left in basketball. Make sure you jump on in there. We'll be breaking all night, having some fun. Let's see what we got here. This stuff has been awesome this year. Thanks for getting this filled. All right, let's start it out here, huh? And we got the blue Quintravion Wisner for Texas out of 150. And Kevin Jennings making the grade, and KC Concepcion out of 75 going to Texas A&M. All right, we are underway here. And we got Eli Sanders for USC, best of 2025. And Dante Moore on the refractor. Eli Sanders there. Let's go. All right. Let's get something crazy. Hey, look at that. For UCLA, Javion Thomas gold out of 50. The big chunky patch auto. There we go. Javion Thomas. A Speckle of Clement and a Dante Moore at a 175 going to Oregon. There we go. He was my pick for Heisman at the beginning of the year. That didn't really work out, but love Dante Moore. Like him a lot. Next one up, we got Fernando Mendoza. There you go, Indiana. Chrome auto on that, and Darius Taylor to Minnesota. There's our Heisman winner, Mendoza. He'll find his way into the money mitt there. Congrats, Indiana. All right, box 2. Absolutely, that's nice, buddy. We take a Mendoza. All right, next one up. Let's keep it hot. And we got a Jonah Coleman for Washington, best of 2025. And a Jared Gibson out of 250 going to the Longhorns. Yellow out of 250. And we got Max Clare, Ohio State. That's gold out of 50. Nice one for Ohio State there. And Preston Stone for Northwestern out of 199 on the teal. I love these packs. You get the numbered card, you get the auto. They make it easy. Every pack. Pretty close. Not true. I remember that one. South Carolina, Mazio Bennett Jr. on that big patch auto. Singleton Jr. There's Carson Beck. And orange auto of Bryce Underwood. Boom. Michigan. Jadarian Price out of 50. Very nice for Michigan. Orange auto. Who had Michigan here? Raw Dog. Very nice. That one's going to take the money, man. I know he won Heisman, but we got an orange here. Sorry, Mendoza. Still an awesome hit. It's a good pick. Good pick. Well, they're for sure giving us some QBs right here. Let's see some more QBs, huh? And we got Bryson Washington for Baylor. And a Josh Hoover out of 199 for TCU. Hudson Clement to Illinois. And Jonah Coleman on the Speckle. You go, Illinois. Oh, we got some gold, I think, coming up. We got Haynes King, nice quarterback for Georgia Tech. And we got a gold of Nick Harbor, South Carolina. That's out of 50. For the showpieces. Nice one on Haynes King. And look at that. Mark Gronkowski out of 50. Going to Iowa. Very nice. And Jonah Coleman, Washington, out of 150. And hey, look at this right here. Iowa State, Rocco Becht. I think those are case hits. Iowa State with the case hit. All right, let's keep it moving. We're getting quite the showcase up here. And we got Anthony Hill Jr. for Texas. Coming up in that patch auto. That's good for the Longhorns. And Sawyer Robertson out of 175. That's going to Baylor. There you go. And Sawyer Robertson, Baylor, auto out of 150. And a green Ty Simpson. Very nice. Going to Alabama. There you go, Bama. The Ty Simpson. Getting some great QBs here. Cannot go wrong with Bowman U best. And Mazio Bennett Jr. for South Carolina. And Morton for Texas Tech. And I feel like South Carolina's hitting very well. Tons of hits for South Carolina. All right, last pack of this box here. Looks like we got a green auto on the DeAndre Moore going to Texas out of 99. There we go. All right, 2 more boxes to go, guys. And it looks like we'll have basketball right up after this. Let's keep those quarterbacks rocking here. And another one for South Carolina, Nick Harbor. I feel like we've got a South Carolina in every box. Nick Harbor. And Jordan Baugh. And Jonah Coleman for Washington. That's second auto for Jonah Coleman. And Anthony Hill Jr. going to the Longhorns. And Cedric Falk for Auburn. And Barnett the third for JMU. That's out of 50 on the gold. There you go. All right, last pack on the box. KC Concepcion, Texas A&M, and Garrett Nussmeier out of 250 going to LSU. Here you go, LSU. And KC on the auto. Yeah, we'll keep South Carolina coming. Absolutely. More Bama. We could use a little more Bama. Good color, but we need another one. All right, last box, guys. It's been a good half case. One Gopher auto. All right, let's give it a shot. Where them Gophers at? How about a Malik Murphy for the Beavers? Oregon State. Oregon State making the board there. And Morton, Texas Tech out of 199. And James Peoples for Ohio State on the auto. And Preston Stone out of 175, Northwestern. Two more packs, guys. And Josh Hoover for TCU on the auto. Wesco Jr. on Speckle. And last pack. Auto is Colin Simmons for Texas Longhorns. And Sorsby for Cincinnati out of 99. All right, we'll do a recap, guys. For the guys coming in a little bit late or maybe rewatching because it's a little late. Do a little showcase everything we hit here. right, here we go. First up, out of 50s here, we got Barnett, JMU, Price, Notre Dame. Out of 199, we got Morton, Texas Tech, Hoover, TCU, Stone, Northwestern. And out of 250, we got Nussmeier, LSU, Morton, Texas Tech, Gibson, Texas Longhorns, and little case hit here of Rocco Betched out of Iowa State. Out of 99, we got Sorsby, Cincinnati, Ty Simpson, Alabama, and purple, Anthony Hill Jr. out of 75, KC Concepcion 75, and out of 175s, we got Preston Stone going to Northwestern, and Robertson going to Baylor, Dante Moore, Oregon, and Blues out of 150, we got Coleman with Washington, and Darius Taylor, Minnesota. And 50, Nick Harbor going to South Carolina. And now we got some autos here. Out of 150, Robertson, Baylor, James People, Ohio State, Hoover, TCU, Simmons, Texas Longhorns, Coleman, Washington, Falk is Auburn, Concepcion is ATM, Bennett is South Carolina, Winsner 150 going to Texas, Clement is Illinois, Washington is Baylor, Haynes King, Georgia Tech, Coleman, Washington, Sanders, South Carolina, and on some of the jersey hits, we got Malik Murphy going to Oregon State, Nick Harbor, South Carolina, and Anthony Hill Jr. going to Texas Longhorns. And how about over to the left, we got a Bennett Jr. for South Carolina. Over to the left, to the right, we got out of 50, Mark Granowski, quarterback for Iowa, out of 50. And out of 50 for Ohio State, we got Max Clare, out of 50 auto. Thank you, Sean Dillon. Appreciate it, bud. DeAndre Moore Jr., auto out of 99, going to the Texas Longhorns. Over here, we got Javian Thomas, UCLA, out of 50. With the player-worn mem. Our Heisman winner, we got Mendoza on the refractor auto going to the Hoosiers. And in our money mode, we got Bryce Underwood out of 25 going to Michigan. Awesome. Thanks for the fill, guys. We're going to get going with basketball. Let me see where we're at. We have one spot left in basketball, 9 in Chrome updates. So we will be getting going with that very soon. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.